Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go. Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go. Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go.
The KLAVR Flat Track Pod is brought to you by our partners 193 Racing, INk, Classic Wheel Spokes and Otway Hydroblasting,
Trac Rite Suspension,
Euroka Fencing, and of course, KLAVR Flat Track products. They support us, so go support them. Now on to the episode. Go Flat Tracker.
Alrighty, so here we are for another the KLAVR Flat Track Pod. Tom Northey and myself, Darcy KLAVR. Sorry, I've got a fat tongue and struggling to talk once again. So nothing's changed on our side of the fence, which is fantastic. I've got a couple. So I grew a small. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, now you can. A bit of a fetish for Tui's Old Gold because I couldn't get Guinness on the road to Gunnedah. So that's what I'm having tonight, which is nice. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What I like to drink. We're here to talk about Quirindi, which is months ago faded into the past, but we hounded the club to get the results, so we feel that we should put those results up for you guys to hear. And we really want to shine the light on any long track event in Australia as well. So we'll be talking about that one. Well, Tom will be because he was there. I wasn't. Pretty much this is the Tom Norby show because he was at both of the events we're covering. And the next one was last weekend's New South Wales track titles at Barleigh Ranch. I've got that right, haven't I, Tom?
Yep, that's it.
So that one, those results will be doing our normal screen share with the timing app, and you can always go back and look at those yourself if you're interested. But it's been full on hectic. The last podcast we put out was a bit rushed. Sorry that we're rushing them a little bit. That's just the stage of life I'm at the moment, and everything's a bit nuts. And coming back, well, since come back from Gunnedah, I haven't had a day off from my casual jobs, and that's including my cottage and also KLAVR. I've had a few orders. I was just telling Tom off here that we've just sent our first wheel set to Canada, so I'm really excited about that. Thanks to Leonard for jumping on board and buying a hoodie as well. And I think all the Suzukis get ridden in Canada, so hopefully we can send the rest of our Suzuki sets over there. So that was pretty awesome. Awesome for Leonard to reach out, and also said if he wants a spot on the KLAVR Riders affiliate program, that he's more than welcome. We'd love that. That's all pretty exciting. Got lots of other news as well. I was just saying to Tom, we're sort of this is probably maybe fourth to last, third to last podcast for the year. I reckon we've still got 3 or 4 to bang out. Whether we get them all done, I don't want to jinx it. Touching wood, I should have a bit more time up my sleeve. The bus finishes next week, so the cottage is quite busy though, and Victorian Flat Track is on the move. So keep your ears posted for that. We hope you're all going to come racing with us next year. There may even be a practice date at very late this year, but I think that's looking less and less likely. But I'll let you know as soon as I know. That time of year, isn't it, Tom? The days are just ticking over. That it always seems to get so much faster in December. I don't know why. It's 1st of December hits, and next minute we're all fat and sitting on the couch, bloated and full of food, going, oh, I can't wait until New Year's. And then New Year's is done, and then the start of the year feels like it's dragging. But hopefully we're going to have some racing for you at the start of the year. And not forgetting some of the traditional meetings, which are coming back, which is awesome. Skylift, that's coming back as a consistent. So that's Australia Day weekend, I think it is. I hope I got that right. So, if you like that short track series under lights at Albury Wodonga, come to that. They had a 19s class last year. I can't quote that they will have it again, but the numbers were strong enough, so I don't see why they wouldn't. If they don't, just come and ride them anyway in the other classes, because it's the right sort of event for 19s. So where do you want to begin, big fella? What have you been doing? You've got a bit of roost to show us on your arms, on your biceps, to show you actually did some work. It's
No, I've been flat out just trying to tie up the rest of the year and get the last few meetings out of the way, which is good. The season's over for us now. Unfortunately, we were going to do North Brisbane Cup next weekend, but yeah, Matt decided to pull the pin on that as yeah, he's got a million one things to do with the shop and everything as well. So yeah, just yeah, pretty much it's just tying up the rest of the year, as I just said, and yeah, getting ready for the carnage that will be at the start of the year, as well as the blur, which is yeah, the Christmas period. It's going to be pretty insane. So hopefully, I get a few days I can relax. But I'm in the process of now pulling the sidecar down apart completely and rebuilding absolutely everything. So the
yeah,
next
okay.
month we'll be doing that. So I dare say I won't have any time off at all. But no, definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, definitely busy. Always busy.
But does that include the motor?
I'm gonna check it out. I don't really think I've got to pull the motor down as such. Just gonna check, make sure the valve clearances are right, make sure everything else is all right. Probably change a
Yeah.
few gaskets and tidy a few things up, but other than that, everything else, all new bearings, all new everything. Just getting it all 100% sorted. Yeah, had a bit of a wiring issue on the weekend, so I want to get that. Yeah, I want to get that sorted out so it's never a problem again. But yeah, all in all, it's good. It's all good.
All right. So going back to, was it
Quirindi.
20th and 21st of Quirindi, September?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm
Yeah,
talking in
Tamworth,
riddles.
Tamworth Motorcycle Club hosted their annual Quirindi long track. I think it's pretty much the only long track that's left in the country, other than now Bathurst is gone. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great weekend. Unfortunately, we got there on the Friday afternoon. Sun was shining. It was an amazing afternoon. Great sunset. Everyone was in good vibes, ready to go. Sort of woke up 11 o'clock at night, Friday night, absolutely bucketing down with rain. So
Oh,
everyone's looking out the windows, sort of things of the caravans to see what the rain's doing. And got to the morning and it was very wet. Track was very wet. Everything was insanely wet. So we're kind of hoping that things will clear up pretty good or pretty quickly, and we can sort of trying to get in some racing. And then around midday, it flogged down with rain again. So everyone was sort of standing there, looking at the ground, looking at the sky. Not really a hell of a lot you could do. And then not long after that downpour, the sun come out pretty brutal. And yeah, the club tried to do the best they possibly could to get the track back to sort of some sort of consistency to go racing. But around 2 o'clock, they decided they wanted to run one round and then try and run the rest the following day. So everyone went out for practice, and it was slippery. It was very sloshy, very slippery. It definitely needed bikes on it and machinery on it to try and get some temperature into it to dry it out a bit to try and make it a half decent racing surface. But no one gained anything from practice. We come in and went, if it's anything like that during the race, it's going to be pretty wild. But the sun was beaming pretty hard, and the afternoon turned out to be quite nice. But yeah, the track it got to the point where it was that tacky. Yeah, it was almost unrideable, but they still managed to
yeah,
push through
okay.
one round, pretty successfully, and then yeah, and then we kicked off the Sunday, and everything went yeah, pretty much like clockwork, bar a handful of accidents if I can remember, but other than that, yeah, the event was pretty much done and dusted by, I've got to say, dare say maybe 3, 4 o'clock, roundabouts that, maybe a little bit later, if my memory serves me right. But all in all, yeah, no, it finished fantastic, and yeah, no, it was a good weekend. It was good to be able to catch up with a few people Saturday morning while everyone wasn't in race mode. So yeah, that was good. That was absolutely it was unreal.
Remind me what length that track is.
I'm not 100% sure, but it is a showground. So I don't
So
think
it'd be
it's
a good 800 meters.
I don't think it's as big as Bathurst. I
Oh,
could be
okay.
wrong, but it's a fair decent size. It's a fair decent size oval showground. It's a quite technical track. Once you come out of turn two onto the back straight, it kind of tightens up on itself. And if you sort
Yeah.
of get that corner right, you can get very touchy feely with the fence, which I think a couple of
Yeah.
riders did here and there. But yeah, a top
Yeah. I
corner.
think last year, 2024, I think a couple of guys hit the fence, didn't they?
Yeah. I think the year before a couple went
And
over. So yeah.
and had good get offs. Yeah, right. So yeah, you wouldn't want the track conditions to be too wrong on a track like that. Then any high speed track, I think. Yeah, it's hard for the promoters or the organisers of the event because well, I'm getting into that stuff myself, and you don't want those hiccups. You want the event to run. You want everyone to have a good time, especially when they've already travelled the distance.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
so what was the highlight of it for you?
Winning it. That was definitely the highlight. It was the second open meeting Grant and I had done together, and yeah, he rode amazing. Bar the first race where we had an incident off the start and hit another rider, and we got disqualified, which was rightfully so. We come across and hit another rider, which caused them to crash. So, yeah, we got told we were excluded from that race, which was fair enough. We had to do it the long way and go through the repechage and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, yeah, the highlight would be yeah, definitely getting that win after the last few times. Sort of, I think we hit the podium once or twice. Yeah, other than that, no, it was good to get the win.
Yeah, awesome. And I know it's a long time ago, but can you remember any highlights from like the Open or the 450 or any of the other races?
Yeah, definitely. They had a memorial race, Michael Vecchi memorial race. Unfortunately, he passed away there a few years ago on a sidecar, and yeah, Mick's young fellow was there, and his partner Christy. I think I've got that wrong. I think it's I think it's Christy. I'm going to get shot for this. I only saw her 2 days ago.
Apologies.
But
Yeah, apologies.
but anyway, apologies. But yeah, they had a 12 rider. I think it was a 10 or 12 rider, Mick Vecchi Memorial Race, and Grant Charnock. Well, James Sorty got the lead earlier on. Grant Charnock knew he had to sort of get past him and try and run away, knowing that he had likes of sort of Cam Dunker, Daniel Wicks hot on his tail. But yeah, him winning that was definitely a highlight. I could see the emotion as Mick was Grant's brother-in-law, and yeah, and the other one would be, I dare say, Nate Jager. He rode incredibly well on the junior 250s. We were sort of pitted
Yeah.
across him and got to watch a fair bit of his racing. He rode absolutely unreal, and Cam Dunker, like what can you say? He's an incredible rider. I don't think he ever looked like losing, to be honest. It was on the charge the
Yeah.
whole time, and yeah, he's definitely got some racecraft behind him, and that was awesome to watch as well. So there was a lot of highlights. There was a lot of yeah, a lot of things that I probably can't remember, but yeah, those ones sort of stand out off the top of my head from being a few months back.
Yeah, awesome. Is there anything else you want to mention about that one, or we move on to last weekend?
Well, I can read the results out for that one quickly.
Oh, please. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, I forgot about
no, that's all
that.
good. I just want a massive shout out to the
One
Tamworth
drink
Club.
in my many ones.
That's right. One shout out. I just want to shout out the Tamworth Club with everything they did to get the event running. It could have been easy enough to throw their hands in the air and say bugger it, we're not doing it, but they were very persistent. They did an incredible job. It's a great venue. It's yeah, they do a lot of work putting the fencing up and everything else in between in the airbag systems and whatnot. They throw a big roast sort of not all you can eat, but a big massive plate for $10 on the Saturday night. So a lot of people got into that. And yeah, they had a thing called a coal cutter. Never heard of this before. It might be yeah, I don't know if it's a country rural thing or whatever else, but it's what it is you pretty much bid on the person. Only one person can bid on or get a winning bid on the rider that's going to win the MX Open. So they called out the first name, which was say Blake Wilby. Everyone put their bids in to try and say, for instance, they bidded for him, and the highest bidder was say $600, and he won. Then they get, I think it was like 60% of the prize pool altogether, and they did so forth with
Oh,
every rider. So I'll quickly read out the money that was bidded on each rider and also the winner as well. Um, I'm pretty sure Blake Wilby, someone bidded $50. James Sorty, someone bidded 410. Luke Bush, someone bidded 300. Connor Ryan, 360, Jordan Doyle, 110, Grant Charnock, 550, Daniel Wicks, 260, Harry Ryan, 750, Tom Donnelly, 710, and Cam Dunker, I think that's 910, I believe.
Yeah.
And
He's the favourite then.
and
Yeah.
he was the favourite, yeah, which Tamworth Club put the money up or got the highest bid at $910 for Cam Duncan to win, and he did win. So the total pool was 4,440. So the Tamworth Club won the first prize, which was 60%, I believe. And I think second
Cool.
prize was 30% of the pool, if I remember. And they also had last as well. So whoever bid it on, I'm pretty sure Blake will become last. I don't hold it to me. But whoever bid it on him got, I think it was possibly 10% of the prize pool. So it was first, second, and last, which was pretty cool. And
Yeah, that's cool. Different.
yeah, it was. I've never heard that before, and it was pretty exciting when James Sorty was standing next to us, and there was bids going backwards and forwards, and I was like, "Oh, who's that guy that's bidding on you?" And he's like, "I've got no idea. I have
Yeah.
no idea who that is," which was quite funny because there was numbers and
Yeah, that's
names
great.
thrown out
Yeah, that's
everywhere,
great.
and Paul Slade was standing up on the park bench calling out like an auctioneer, and Luke Slade, he's young fella, decided to be a bit of a smart ass and walk behind him and pull his pants down. And I'm telling you, I don't think I've laughed so hard for a long time. I was absolutely cacking myself for a good hour after that, and I
Yeah,
had to
you gotta
shake his
love it.
hand.
Yeah.
It was it was hilarious. Everyone's everyone had a great night, and got nice and early in the morning. Sun was beaming, and the day looked, or the weekend looked very promising after that. So no, it was fantastic. I believe Tamworth's doing a 3-round summer series this year, which includes Quirindi Long Track, New South Wales track titles, and also a club day as well, which I have the date to. We might mention at the end if we've got enough time. But I'll start with the results. If there's anything else you want to throw in there at all.
No, go for it.
I'll start with the
Get
results.
moving.
And unfortunately, I've only got first, second, and third. And I'm pretty much going to go through this very quickly because I can't really remember many of the main events or the finals. Sorry. So
Yeah, just go through the
I'm just
results.
going to go through this. So we got the 85 mods 7 to 12. Hugo Holmes was the winner. Bodie Lay was second, and Ty McNamara was third. The 65s 9 to 13. Isaac Cross was the winner. Max Mifsud was second, and Tate Lambie was third. Got the 85 150s, 9 to 13 years. Hugo Holmes was the winner. Jake Straney was second, and Caden Lantry was third. 85 to 150 cc's, 12 to 16 years. Levi Main was the winner. Mason Botham was second, and Declan Bridge was third. The junior 250s, 13 to 16 years. Nate Jagger was the winner. Hamish Bibby was second, and is that Gage Gower? I'm pretty sure it's Gage Gower. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm just trying to read Joe Slade's handwriting. And not that it's bad, but there's a few letters that are mashed together, so it's a little difficult on that part. But I'll move over to the over 49s. Rodney McDonald on the slider come away with the win. Darren Walker was second, and Brett Ryan was third. Over 35s, we had AJ Muggleton was first, Jason Morris was second, and Matt Pritchard was third. 2-stroke unlimited, which was pretty sick. I love seeing CR 500s ringing its absolute neck around tracks like that. That was awesome to hear. Yeah, Jacob Richardson was on a CR 500. So was Daniel Wicks and Angus Hutchison. So Richardson was first, Wicks was second, and Hutchison was third. Women's, Taylor Street was first, Brittany O'Brien was second, and Romy Flewell Smith, sorry if I mispronounced that, was third. And shout out to Brittany O'Brien and the North Queenslanders for coming all the way down for that event too. I think it was a couple of them, I believe, that come down, and I'm pretty sure Brittany O'Brien was one of them. So yeah, that was awesome. We've got MX 250. Angus Hutchison got the win. It just says Nash in second place, and Rory Hutchison was third. MX Open, Cam Dunker got the win. And hot on his tail was Daniel Wicks, and hot on his tail was Connor Ryan. So it was awesome to watch those three smashing bars. It was that was an unreal final. I do remember that. Not insanely well, but I still do remember that was pretty good. The ATV final, you had Matthew Griffiths was the winner, Josh Griffiths was the second, and Joel Robertson was third. The Evo Sliders, Rod McDonald come over the win, Barry Morgan was second, and Mark Collins was third. Unlimited Sliders, Harry Ryan was the winner, Riley Plum was second, and Jack Morrison was third. Sidecars, Grant Charnock and myself got the win. Jared Marco and Sean Fuller was second. Jim Jobling and Cam O'Mealy was third. Jobbo originally had Brody Chembath on, but unfortunately from the accident on the sidecar in his 450, he had to withdraw and have his brother jump on. And unfortunately from an accident off the start line in the final, Brody's brother got hurt and had to, and so did Stano, or Cam O'Mealy's passenger got hurt, so they had to sort of park one bike up, and Cam jumped on with Jobbo just to finish the meeting. So good on them guys for coming around in third. And the MX 450, Cam Dunker came home with a win. Daniel Wicks was second, and Grant Charnock got the third. So that was the results of Quirindi Long Track. And I do again apologise if I'm going for them fairly quick and don't have a lot of information. It's only because we've had a lot on in between and everything else, and just trying to get time to do any of these, as Darcy and my schedule is always completely opposite. And yes, so I'm glad we could sort of quickly bang that out, but hopefully next time.
We got close to doing it, and something happened. I can't remember. I think
I might have canned it. I might have got called into something.
Yeah, and then we weren't even going to be honest, guys, we weren't even going to get the Gunnedah recap in.
Oh,
I contacted Tom. I think I said like half an hour to Ange, but it was more like 15 minutes. And can you do it now? I've got it.
But it was like 11:30 on a Tuesday morning or something.
I've got an hour.
Yeah.
Can you do it now?
Yeah.
And luckily you went, let's do it.
I'm like, I've got an hour. Hurry up.
Yeah, we were going to do Quirindi as well.
Yeah.
But we're just if you watch the 25 recap of Gunnedah, the last two rounds of FTN, you'll see it's a bit rushed. It's not our normal quality. But anyway, it's I know you guys have been listening to it. We appreciate that. It's great. Keep flogging that like button. And for those new listeners, I just wanted to add a few things just to help some people catch up that haven't listened to the backlog. Tom actually was the only person that answered a competition with a slogan to use for the pod, and it's flog that like button, and he won himself a Kelby block tyre. Well, you've actually had a couple now, but that's how Tom became involved, and it's that easy, if you want to be involved. Ange contacted me, and I'm so glad she did, because Ange is winning every volunteer and official award there is, just because of her hard work ethic and the sort of person she is. And we're really proud to have her on the pod, and she couldn't make it tonight, so we are missing you, Ange. We give her a bit of shit over text message and stuff, and she gives it right back. So hopefully she'll be on the next one.
I was going to ask you if Ange did make it. I was going to ask you if I could do the intro, because all day I've been thinking of one, and I had a perler lined up, and then you're like, "Oh, Ange can't make it." I'm like, "Oh, bugger it! You can do the intro then."
Well, she might still join us. I said, if you can join us, join in. But
I can't do the intro now. You've already bloody well done it. I can't do it halfway.
We could do a new one. We can split the pod into two.
All right, stop recording. Call her up. Get her on.
Yeah, that's it. Rightio. So, and why we've sort of gone off track a little bit. A long-time sponsor is Euroka Fencing. They're a rural farm fencer. I don't know why I always say rural farm fencer, because it means the same thing. They're a farm fencing business down here in Victoria, Western Victoria mainly, but they will travel, and they do an awesome job. How do I know? Because I used to be one of them. And so
they do. A few fences falling over people.
Horse fencing, Yeah, large property. They do blue chip businesses, agricultural businesses. They have a City West Water contract down here. And they're an awesome crew. They love motorcycling. Not quite the same sort of motorcycling we do, more bush riding. And Rick, the owner's son, he wants to get into a bit of motocross. So it's great to have them on board, and I really appreciate their support for the last, 4 years. So, just wanted to do a quick shout out for them while Tom's having a bit of blue light moment on his own there.
No, I was just going to say the sponsor for Quirindi Long Track was Turner Cycles and Outdoors in Gunnedah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just
wanted
wanted
to. The Trembar family.
It is the Trembar family. A really lovely, a really lovely family, and their business is expanding more and more. He's showing me the ATVs or the side by sides, I think they were, and all the products and everything they've got in their shop, and it's incredible. So if anyone's around the Gunnedah area, get down there and see Luke and the team and the family, and see what you can go pick up.
Yep, and I think Sam's full-time in charge there. So Sam,
I'm pretty sure.
The one you want to. I don't know how often Luke's there, if he's there all the time or how it's working, but awesome family, like Tom said. So go and hit them up. What's next? Where are we at?
New South Wales track titles.
Sounds good. Last weekend, which was the 5th and 6th of. No, it wasn't.
No, it was a 29th and 30th.
This weekend. Yeah, 6th and 7th this weekend. 29th
I've already lost it.
No, you're right, because 29th and 30th. It's only 30 days.
That's right. 29th and 30th of November. This one was, I think it's been postponed once or twice. I don't think the rain's been too friendly around the Raymond Terrace region. But luckily this weekend it was fantastic weather. The numbers were down, I dare say. I know next weekend's North Brisbane Cup coming to the end of the year. You know what I mean? People are sort of not travelling as much and whatnot. But it was still a half decent turnout. I think there was almost 2 grids of 450s and the same in the MX Open, which is incredibly. It's down. It's definitely down. Normally you get 4 or 5 grids, even for a title like that. And there wasn't really a hell of a lot of junior representation, but there was only 5 title classes, I believe, and the rest are all support or junior classes. So thank you for the support classes and junior classes for coming out and helping make the event what it is, and all the competitors to make the title classes an actual title class without having to sort of sacrifice anything like that. And the Hunter Club did an amazing job. The track was a little rough, but I think that's a typical Barleigh Ranch that we all love to hate or love to love. It wasn't too bad on the side of the sidecar, considering we don't have suspension. So it's probably one of the better tracks that I've raced on at that circuit. So I definitely had a fantastic time, and there was I don't know if there was no accidents whatsoever, but I did not see a rider on the ground. I did not see a stoppage.
Yeah, right. You mentioned that on the phone. That's
there was a few issues with the drop gates getting jammed and things like that. But I think you get that with the gates these days. They're a million years old, and that was the only thing that was probably holding it up or causing restarts. There was no accidents. There was a couple of riders threatening a few protests against another rider, but that was quickly squashed when they decided to read the rule book and actually find out what was going on and what happened and what the rules are. But at the end of the day, no, like I said, the Hunter Club did an amazing job running the event, and it ran smooth, consistent. Had to do a fair bit of track prep considering it was fairly hot, and it was getting dusty relatively easy. So they were out there grading it, watering it, which probably added quality to the surface. Which was quite good. It's a bit questionable when they did it, the track prep. It was kind of like they did it just before the MX Open and just after the sidecars, which is fine. Whatever, it is what it is. But then 2 races later, they do a full another track prep again because it's the end of the round. And it's kind of like, why are you I just couldn't understand how they did that. But they
Look,
obviously did it for a
it's
reason.
one of those things, isn't it? Like the track prep, you're never going to please everyone because you need to make it work for the event. So,
Yeah.
not the riders. You can't just think about the riders as such. You've got to make it work for the event and obviously keep all the riders safe. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So by trying to do it at the right times and keeping the track as consistent for as long as possible, which is hard on a granite track. Seeing granite.
Yeah, that's right. I just didn't know why they did it. They did a track prep and then 2 races later did another track prep and then run. You know what I mean? 10 races after that. It was sort of like
but odd.
yeah. I don't know. They obviously had a reason behind it. I'm definitely not knocking them for it. Definitely not. Just didn't understand the reasoning while they were doing that. And that was probably the only delays was track prep and whatever else. So they obviously had a reason why they did it the way they did it. So other than that, no, like I said, it was fantastic. I don't think anyone crashed, which they may have, but definitely no ambulance, definitely no stoppages from incidents and things like that as well. So all in all, that was a fantastic race meeting in my eyes, no matter what the outcome was.
Yeah, awesome. So for our international listeners, this is Australian Dirt Track Tom was referring to, this event, which is we start on motocross start gates, so not like American flat track or even now AFTN, Aussie flat track. We don't start on a grid in the middle of the track, so they're not dirt starts. That's a concrete block start gate, I'm guessing. So it's usually a concrete pad with like MX style gates that drop 12 or 13, depending on the club, usually 12. Some have 13. It looks like Tom's going to bring a picture up or try to.
Yeah, I was just while you were yabbering, I was going to try and do it.
Just to clarify so they know. And were they 4-lap races?
Yeah, 4-lap races. I think the finals were 5 laps. The classes that had finals. There was a couple of classes that went over rounds.
That picture of this dude doing a wheel stand out of the start gate was good enough.
What are you doing? I've got this big, massive bar in front of it. I'm trying to work around. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is it an aerial? Is it just in images? Is an aerial view of the track quickly?
Oh yeah.
Normally there would be. Normally the clubs throw something like that up so you can see. It's also next door is also a motorcycle circuit as well. So they got Ranch MX. So they had the motocross on next door, which I think it's just a pay and come and have a ride sort of thing. But
I think we looked that up one other time, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm 90% sure. But if you go on the Hunter Motorcycle Club Facebook page or or online or whatever else, you should be able to see what geez, that is a fat wheel stand off the start. Holy geez.
Click that one because he's coming off the start gate there.
Yeah. So if anyone's looking at the watching it online, there's a gate there that drops forward. So you pretty much line up to it with the gate facing away from you. And then when the gate falls away, you obviously take off and to begin the race.
Oh, that one drops forward.
That drops
so
forward,
a lot of them drop back at you as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. There's a few different ways we do it here in Australia. You've got the drop back gates. There's different styles of them, but the drop back gates like motocross, you have the drop forward gates as Nepean used to, and a fair few tracks have. And you've also got tape starts, which as in the similar or same as what Speedway does. And and obviously
and the one we all hate, the bungee start.
No, the bungee start goes left to right. The Speedway tape starts go up.
Yeah, I know, but I hate the bungee start.
Oh yeah, well, luckily enough, we don't do that. I don't think they've done that since I don't know 80s.
No, it wasn't. It might have been Oyen. Oyen, I think, was a bungee.
Yeah, big hockey strap, was it?
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I just don't know if it's the fairest way to start a race.
Well, if you're on the far right-hand side, well, old mate, let's go.
You get it first.
If you're on the far left-hand side, you might have a 2.5 delay.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly my point.
So I'm just going to go.
Let's not get. Let's see these results then.
I've got my laps up for anyone that wants to see any points and results and things like that. But I'm just going to go down A, B, C, and so forth instead of trying to jump around and start from the support all the way through. So we'll start with the pro women's and open two-stroke.
Like I do.
Yeah, so I had to combine these.
It's not showing, Tom.
It's what?
It's not showing. I can't see it.
I wonder why not.
Is it frozen?
No, I'm messing with it.
Yeah, no, I can't see your cursor now.
Oh, hold on. Can you see it now?
Yep, lovely.
All right. This is the Oh, I just had a mind blank then. Sorry. Pro women's and two-stroke unlimited. They had these classes combined. There was only 2 women, and so they threw them together, which would have definitely given the girls a good field of competition, even though they weren't scored in the same category. But in the pro women's, first place was Romy Flewell Smith. Sorry, apologise. And second place was Hope Louise Irwin. I'll probably just call out the top 3 unless Darcy wants to keep going on with the rest of the results.
That's fine.
But the winner of the two-stroke unlimited or two-stroke open was Daniel Wicks. Second place was Braden Gay, and third place was Luke Bush. So it was pretty good to see a handful of two-strokers on the grid hammering around. It was it was good. It was good. There was at least a couple that turn out. All right, next you got 100 seats.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Just going back to that. So was she winning the races?
No.
No.
I don't think.
That's all right.
If she's beating Daniel Wicks and he's on a CR 500, she is absolutely phenomenal rider.
Well, I'm looking at the points, and that's what it's saying.
Yeah, I know. It's because it was they had to combine the class but split the points.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, carry on. Yeah.
So if you can see what they've done is you look at the round 1 points. Yeah. See how they've split them?
Yeah, they've both got 25. Yeah.
That's right. So that's how they've done that.
Yeah.
And there was only one
grid. Right. Yeah.
So you good now?
Yeah, thank you.
You sure? Okay. All right, we'll move on to there's not many of these.
Don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the drunken bear. He's had one beer.
I'm not drunk yet.
He's already feisty.
I've got to get up at 5. Right, come on, let's move it.
I didn't get to watch a lot of these classes because I was constantly working on the bike and things like that as well, and just trying to get everything organised for our races. So I don't have a hell of a lot of insight to all of that. But we've got
how you're constantly harassing and hassling me when I'm in charge of the cursor. Fucking hell, you're all over the shop. What are you doing?
What do you mean I'm all over the shop? I just clicked on the next category, you pelican. You want to go back, do you?
No.
All right, the next is the 100cc to 150cc, 13 to 16 years. In first place is Bodie Cardinal. Second place is Zach Brady. And third place is Maverick Flewell Smith. So I got to watch a little bit of that. Bodie Cardinal was on the Sunday. I seen that he was running pretty hot, but he had good battles with Zach Brady and Maverick as well. So that was awesome to watch. There was a fair few. I think was there a bit more than that? No, I think there might have been only 8 in that class. But congratulations to Bodie. He was riding absolutely unreal. So we'll go next. Sidecars up to 1100cc. This was a state championship. Unfortunately, there's only 6 of us. But massive shout out to Steve Smith, Matty Doyle, Seth Horrocks, and Cam O'Mealy come all the way down from Queensland to contest the New South Wales title. So we definitely really appreciate them coming down and making the effort. I know it's myself traveling, over 10 hours, 15 hours to come down and race a 2-day event. It's definitely not easy, as you know yourself, Darcy. So, for them to come down and give us a run for our money was absolutely awesome. But
awesome.
First place in the sidecars was Grant Charnock and myself. Second place was Bo Burley and Lionel Cornwell. And third place was Steve Smith and Matty Doyle. So, we didn't have it all our way in the weekend. Steve Smith was getting us out of the gate every single race. and definitely made us work for it. But that just made the racing all the exciting. I've got welts up my arms and 2 pairs of goggles destroyed and 2 jerseys destroyed, and I was copping an absolute pizzling. But it's what you got to do to try and win a title. So I'm over the moon that I was managed to get my 3rd New South Wales title in 18 months. So
Yeah, well
I've contested.
done. And what was that word you just used?
Which
I was
one?
copying an absolute what?
Pizzling.
What's that mean?
Like copping a hiding. Like I was getting sprayed. Like,
why don't you just say I was copping a hiding?
oh, come on, mate. So I don't have to speak Kiwi as well, do I? Can't I throw my own allergies in there? Oh, yeah. One beer and he gets lippy. Listen to him. But no, no, it was fantastic. Like I said, Steve Smith out of the gate in that sidecar is absolutely flying. I had a dead man switch problem in the second race when I headbutted the back of Grant Charnock's head, and we launched out of the gate and the bike stopped, and I've headbutted him and pulled it to the side and got it fired up, and luckily enough finished enough laps to score enough points. But after that second race, it definitely turned the points upside down, and we had to win the next 3 to
Is there any footage of that?
No. The first race, there's footage on Australian Sidecar Stories on their Facebook page. But other than that, there's no other footage. Jem was there. She took the footage of that, but there was no other footage of any other races. But I know of a few people talking about getting a couple of GoPros to put on the sidecar and things like that as well, just to give a onboard perspective and throw online. But yeah, hopefully we'll see if that happens. But yeah, other than that, it was fantastic. Bikes broken down everywhere. Bikes finishing race. Everyone finishing races. But yeah, the results from each race was definitely up and down. If you go on my laps, you'll be able to see who finished where and what race, and it paints a pretty good picture. But yeah, I was pretty pumped to come away with the win. It was Grant's first state title on a sidecar, and hopefully many, many, many more. I know. I know. I was on the phone to Matt afterwards as well. He's just like, I can't wait to go to Griffith next year and do the Aussie titles and all that stuff as well. So hopefully that comes in fruition. If not, Grant and I will be on the start grid trying to get a few more medals.
I thought Matt was selling that machine.
Oh, mate, he doesn't know if he's coming or going, or if he's undies or black or white. He's wants to sell it, then he wants to keep it, and then he wants to do races that are hucks to him, and then I just say, you call me when you want to go racing, bro, and we'll make something happen. So
fair enough.
But no, it's he's just trying to keep his world as centered as possible. So I'll play it by ear with him, but it doesn't bother me. It's the reason why I bought my one, just so if he decides not to go racing, I can throw mine on the grid, and there's still at least another outfit out there.
Yeah, sweet.
Alrighty, so we'll move on to what moves down there for me. MX Open. What is it? Does yours do that too? When you click on it, it loads from down the bottom?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't want to go to heats. Give me a sec. I want to go to where are we? Final.
Final.
I want to go to final. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. This was, I wouldn't say heavily contested it, because he got out in front and absolutely, I wouldn't say ran away with it, but he had the race under control. And the New South Wales champion for the MX Open was Cody Lewis. Second place was Daniel Wicks, and third place was Connor Ryan. That final was good. It was awesome to see. Jaden Roberts, man, he was riding the absolute wheels off his bike. I know once he had a sort of mishap out of the gate, and then he was trying to chase everyone down, and he was absolutely on fire. That was fantastic to see. It's great to see Jaden Holden back on the bike again. I know he's had a little bit of time off the bike and hasn't done a hell of a lot. So for him to
Bodie Page there in fourth.
I think he just turned seniors, didn't he? Jaden Holder?
Oh, Jaden.
Yeah. I think he
must, I'd say he would have. Yeah.
So he did absolutely unreal, as Thomas Gotts as well. I think he's just come into senior this year too. So so it was actually great as well. I got to speak to the Page brothers were there, Bodie and Jake. Only Bodie was riding, so I got to speak to Ben, meet his dad Ben as well, and speak to Bodie and Jake, and they're doing absolutely wonderful things over in the US and over in Europe. I'm pretty sure they're both racing the Asian Talent Cup next year, and just to congratulate him on his Double Horizon Award. I think there's only one other person that's ever won the flat track and the road racing Horizon Award. So that's
righto.
an unreal effort, and
Yeah,
such a
yes.
knowledgeable and lovely kid. He's got amazing racecraft too. So yeah, for him to go out there against, you know what I mean, sort of best in the state, he did very, very well. Yeah, I was very impressed.
Yeah, just another shout out to Jaden Roberts. He was smashing it at the Victorian Dirt Track Champs as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah, his riding's really come along.
yeah. No, he's from Penrith. He mainly races out at Nepean, but yeah, comes out to the state national.
Well, I think too, his family have got behind him and they're really dedicating time to the racing. And I know that before the Vics, they were down in South Australia. So, you know, they're putting some miles under their asses. And as we all know, the more tracks you ride, the more experience you get because you're not riding the same blokes all the time and you're not riding the same surface all the time. So you get a lot of things for your virtual toolbox to carry over to your next meeting. So I
Yep.
think it's really showing. And yeah, Cody Lewis, it's good to see him on the top stick there. He did come and play in the AF10 paddock for a little bit, but then it's gone back to what he loves by the looks of it, dirt track, and results show.
Yeah, no, he was definitely on fire. I had a yarn to him quickly before both finals, and he's cool, calm, and collected. Got the jump. Got a great turn one in, and that was it. He, like I said, didn't run away with it. It wasn't it wasn't a dominating win, but he positioned himself very well, and Wixie was doing all he can to try and catch him, but he just just held him off just enough there. As you can see, the difference is 0.3 of a second to Connor Ryan's 0.9 to Bodie Page is a second. So there was nothing in it at the end of it. So yeah, it was awesome to see.
Yeah, and obviously a massive hats off to Daniel Wicks as well. His name's always up in the top five, no matter what event, pretty much. Probably top five's been a bit harsh. He's probably top three to be honest, but
Yeah, I'd
I
hate
don't
to see
know
his
all the
trophy.
results off by heart. So
His trophy room must be the size of his house.
yeah, so yeah, good work, Wixie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
let's go on to the next one, eh? I saw your cursor already. So.
Yeah, we got it ready. All right, this is the 85s. So, like I said, there's only a handful of these. There's only four of them, so I'll read them all out.
So
First
support
place is
class.
Brux.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Support class.
Yeah. Yeah, there was only 5 main classes, and the rest was support. The juniors are support as it's a senior title. So Braxton Anderson got the win. Bentley Williams was second. Cash Roller was third, and Jax Pringles was fourth. Yeah, it's pretty much as the results land there is as the results were every single race. Yeah, Braxton just got out of the gate and just had some fun after that. He was absolutely on fire. So we got 85 two-stroke 150, 12 to 16 years. I think there was only a couple of these as well. The junior classes, there wasn't a hell of a lot. But first place was Cade Finn. Second place was Mason Botham. Third place is Maverick Fool Smith. Fourth place is Braxton Jones. And fifth place was Ben McHugh. Pretty sure they finished just as that in each race as well. Maybe a couple of classes changed here and there. Did I miss on, or is it the same riders? Nah, pretty much. Oh yeah, no, we got it. We're on it. Over 40s unlimited. I can't say there was a hell of a lot. Oh yeah, there was 7 in this. Roddy McDonald was this is support class too. Roddy McDonald was the winner. It was on a slider. That was a delight to the crowd. It wasn't a massive crowd by any means. There was only sort of one row of people along the start straight, but I dare say it was mainly just locals and friends and families of the riders. So yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't a massive turnout in the crowd, but all in all, still a great event. So Rodney McDonald took out the over 40s. Tim Darmody was second. Ian Carpenter was third. Glenn Johnson was fourth. Daniel Wilson was fifth. Brendan McHugh was sixth. And Ben Roller was seventh. So, yeah, that would have been a good one for you, Darcy. Could have got out there in the vets class and shook yourself around a little bit. All right. Auto 50, 6 to 9 years. What have we got? How many was here? There was what? Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
First place was Cruz Anderson. Second place was Jack Springle. Third place was Wyatt Jones. Fourth place was Brennis Johnson. And fifth place was Tyson Crab Harrison. I don't know why I was going to say Morrison then, but Tyson Crab Harrison. So congratulations and thank you for supporting the senior titles. We still need support classes and things like that to be able to run the event sufficiently, so it's not over in 20 minutes. So yes, thank you for all the support, riders, for coming out. Pro 250s, first place, flying Thomas Gotts. He's an absolute weapon, that kid. I can't wait to see how much more he's going to do. So first place was Thomas Gotts. Second place was Caleb Wilkes. And third place was Angus Hutchinson. So, yeah, it was a fairly decent field. I think it was 10 of them there. Dare say it was all over rounds. If I haven't missed. No, they were over rounds as well. So, yeah,
Yes.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to make more than a grid in a couple of these classes for it to go over into finals and things like that as well. But like I said, towards the end of the year, it's hard with trying to jam pack everything, especially one of the biggest meetings of the year and the last one they're going to have in the North Brisbane Cup. So, yes, definitely. Again, thank you.
And yeah, like you just said, the last one ever. So
yeah, and they've
a lot
got
of
a
people be
massive
saving.
I wish
a bit saving themselves.
I wish we were still doing it. I wish I wish the plans didn't sort of get pulled out from underneath us at such a later date. We might have been able to make something else work, but unfortunately, we won't be heading up for that one. And keeping an eye on socials to see the results. So, junior 250s, we have. This is another support class, obviously. Bodie Cardinal come for the win, so he got 2 from 2. Zach Brady was second. Henry Petheram was third. Maverick Flewell Smith was fourth. Cade Finn was fifth. Mason Botham was sixth. Ruby James was seventh. And Robert Shipway was eighth. So I don't think there was any more than 8 in that one. So 65 combined. Is that combined age group? Or no, I can't.
You would assume so.
Yeah.
There's no big wheel, small wheel. So
yeah, no, 65 combined. There's only 5 of these as well, unfortunately. So first place was Braxton Anderson. Second place was Jack Springle. Third place was Cash Roller. Fourth place was Sonny Williams. And fifth place was Brennis Johnson. Yeah, and that was even as it's such a small field, those kids still had the thing on the button, still going absolutely nuts. So that was it was great to see. Pro 450s only had 2 heats as well, which is the next one coming up, but that was still hotly contested. Grant did jump in the MX Open and Pro 450s, but decided to drop one of them, which I'm pretty sure was the MX Open, as it was right after the sidecars. And he wanted to get the win on the sidecar, so he tried to prioritise the Pro 450, but unfortunately he's just didn't have enough horsepower in the 450 class to try and mix it up top with the best of them. But the winner, New South Wales champ for the Pro 450s, was Cody Lewis. Second place was Daniel Wicks. Third place was Bodie Page. Fourth place was Luke Bush. Fifth place was Thomas Gotts. Sixth place was Blake Wilby. Seventh place, Jaden Roberts. Eighth place, Jaden Holder. Ninth place, Grant Charnock. 10th place, Connor Ryan. 11th place, Daniel Wicks. And unfortunately, Braden Gay, I think he got sort of bumped out wide into turn 1 and 2 and then sort of tried to catch back up. But I think he pulled into the pits after the second or first lap. He obviously thought it's not worth pushing hard to try and run down the front pack when he unfortunately got pushed a bit behind. So I kind of feel for him in that, because he's Braden Gay, he's definitely a phenomenal rider, and he had the pace too. It was quick. So yeah, another shout out to Cody Lewis, 2 state titles in a weekend, and also Wixie 2 second places as well, and a win in the 2-stroke unlimited too. So congratulations to all the winners, all the competitors, and all the place getters too. Just another shout out to the Queenslanders for coming down again and contesting the New South Wales titles in all classes. That did, and also another shout out to the Hunter Club for persisting. I think this is the third time they've tried to run it, and they persisted and got the event done. And like I said, it was probably the best track I've ridden on there. So yeah,
Yeah,
not
righto.
to be biased over the time of my life, and yeah, like I said, pretty pumped to come home with the gold medal. Yeah, once again in another state title.
Did you read out the ATVs earlier and I've forgotten already?
No,
No.
there was one more. I was gonna just throw them in the lucky last.
That's cool. You sounded like you were wrapping it up. I thought
No,
I'd
no,
better
no,
mention it.
no. I was just before I forgot. I was just going to chuck all that in there again. The ATV Open. It was 6 of these guys. I'm not sure where they're from. You might have more of an idea of whereabouts they're from, but
No, not the ATV guys. I know. Is it Matthew? Is Joshua's brother? He's not
oh
there.
yeah,
Huh?
I've got no idea. I know
Yeah. Usually it's the Griffiths brothers up the front battling of that.
there's 3 though, isn't
Uh,
there?
no. Oh, yeah. I always thought it was just the two, but
Oh,
you could
okay,
be right.
maybe it is the 2. I swear there's quad ride. I swear there's 3 quad riders that have got the same last name. I might be wrong.
Oh well. There's nothing to get hung up on. Joshua Griffith taking the win there. Jeffrey McKee second. Braithbrook and Paul. I hope I've got that right. Third. Bailey Northcote fourth. Travis Northcote fifth. Oh, some more family there, maybe,
Yeah, yeah,
possibly. And
yeah.
Dylan Foley there in sixth.
So
So
yeah.
was that classed as a championship?
Uh,
Not sure.
don't know. Should do. It should have been.
There's 6 bikes. Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been. As far as I know, I'm not sure. I know with the sidecars, it's got to be 6. I dare say with the quads, it's got to be 6 as well.
Yeah, really sorry, boys, that we've dropped the ball on this one. Congratulations. I hope it is a championship for you,
Yeah.
Joshua. And I'm pretty sure it's Matthew. It's been a while since we've read out an ATV one, so not fresh in the noggin at the moment. Not much is. It's just that funny season. A lot of stuff going in and out, and getting in a lot of trouble at home at the moment.
Yes, it
Uh,
was a championship. The MX Open, Pro 450, Pro 250, Dirt Track Sidecar, and ATV were championships. The rest were support classes.
Awesome. Well, sounds like a fantastic weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to travel anywhere, but it would have been nice to be up there too. But I was doing my own motorcycling, which we didn't get a chance to talk about off here, which I know makes Tom very happy. Look, he's already smirking. And I had to go on a sidecar. It was a road sidecar, not a classic road sidecar, Norton, and it was on not a perfect straight. It's on a sprint track, which is a quarter mile sort of drag track, and it was it's called Eastern Beach in Geelong. You can actually Google that on maps. Geelong, Victoria, Eastern Beach, and it's in the car park there, and it's just a big curve, and there's a bank on the side, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a good way to learn how to to move on a sidecar. Because at the end of the track, it had 2 hard lefts, which were pretty hard, and then a right, and then you're in the waiting area. Yeah, that really taught me how not to move, I guess is the right word on a sidecar. So one time on the hard left, I overshot it a bit. I didn't move smoothly. I was just saying, Tom, that I learned, even though it was a drag strip and it was a time event, there was a hard left after the cool down area, and then another hard left and a right into a staging area where you wait for everyone to finish their run, and then you all go back together.
Right.
And yeah, we were practicing my leaning, and because we'd never ridden together or anything either.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'd never. Well, actually, Dad said I have swung on a sidecar before. I just can't remember it. But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I yeah, discovered in those left-handers how not to move. So yeah, basically move as smoothly as you can. I don't know if you'd agree with that. So that because the time that I did move a bit sort of abruptly, yeah, it really unsettled the bike. I sort of instead of sliding my knee forward, I sort of stomped it forward, and the whole bike went like that. So yeah, I hope I get another shot at doing. I think he was sort of testing me out a little bit to see if he'd be happy with me as a passenger on a road event or something. They have taken those on the dirt before. I said to him, "Oh, maybe we should bring them onto a clay track or something as a demo." And yeah, they were sort of keen on that. So He also
So what event was it? Was it like a festival or car show?
I didn't mention that, did I? It's called the Geelong Revival. It's actually quite a long-standing event. They did miss a few years, and then it's come back. It was to celebrate classic vehicles, but it's got a little bit of modern flavour now. The sidecars hadn't been there for a long time, so they were under invitation. Unfortunately, the weather wreaked havoc.
Yeah.
All our runs, bar one, were wet runs. So I sort of thought I was a bit scared at first, to be honest. But once we did one, it was no problem at all. It felt fine.
So have you got the
It's
sidecar bug or?
I don't know. I think on a circuit, I would prefer a circuit like more physical and racing side by side with other bikes. I think that might give me the bug, but just the time trial thing. It was just a good taste. There was a couple hold my breath moments where he was having trouble with his gear change, and so basically once the power's gone, you're not driving forward anymore, and it started doing a few things that didn't feel quite in control, but they were. Like, he always pulled it back out, but we headed towards the wall at one stage, and 100% he was in control. Just for me not being in control, that was the thing I was struggling dealing with. Like, I was just a paperweight. So
once you get your head around that, you're good.
Yeah, and that one had suspension on the back that was too soft for our body weight too, so I couldn't lean over the back or anything really, because that was going to make the front too light. Yeah. So I just had to be a rock on the side, and we had one really good run, which had to be our fastest run. It felt fantastic. That sort of gave me a bit of the bug. There's a couple other moments because I was sort of looking underneath the triple tree through the front wheel sort of thing. And we'd finish, and like I say, when the power comes off, you can see Tim's arms going like that, trying to keep it, keep it steady and slow it down all at the same time. Yeah, I'm used to being the one that's doing that, not relying on someone else doing it. So that was all a bit. But when I was I was enjoying that, leaning into the corners and leaning off the platform, and that it was fun. I think.
Are you going to go to Broadford Bonanza in Easter?
We'll see. We said yes last year, but it didn't happen. We'll see. I've actually got quite a few bikes that need. Well, actually, every bike I have now, apart from the Harley, needs fixing. Oh no! We've got a Honda 100 that's still. I'm riding that every now and then. That's still going. Yeah, everything needs repair. So hopefully over Christmas that some of them get done, if not all of them. So I've got a XT 500 1976 that I want to get up and going for classic scramble. I've got an RT 360 2-stroke 72 that I want to get done for flat track. I've got the YZ that I want to rebuild. I think I'm going to put some high comp stuff in that this time. And my DR, my bush bike, that needs a new water pump or something. So I need to get that done as well. And then I've got this little weird Chinese thing called a mountain goat, which is like a hybrid trials enduro sort of bike, and that's got a gear selector fork that's broken. So if I can get that repaired, that'd be good too. So I'd a lot going on.
I might bring my sidecar to Broadford if you're going to come out, and you might be able to have a bit of fun in the dirt.
Yeah, well, that'd be awesome. And the other thing, I just can't bring the missus, but the other thing was you could always bring it to Geelong Revival and do some straight line shit too. Well, it's not. It's a big arc. It's not straight. It's actually
No, I saw the footage you put up, and I'm thinking, what the bloody hell is this? And I'm like, is he actually on that thing? I'm like, good shit, how good's that?
Yeah, you could only see my little white noggin going. Like,
it's it. Yeah.
But no, there was a couple incidents. So a car on the first day on the Saturday, so that the braking zone is quite short, especially for the modern stuff that is quite high powered in the cars and bikes. And it's quite easy to lock up, as this car did, and he went into the concrete barrier and hit a marshal. And the car didn't hit the marshal; the barrier hit the marshal.
Yeah.
So that sort of ended day one, and then on day two, We had a couple of bikes go down. So a bike went, because it was a bit greasy after the rain came through. One went down at the start line, cost a little bit of time, wasn't anything bad. He got up, walked away. And then a guy on I dare say a super bike equivalent anyway, something quite high powered, tucked the front after the finish line because he put a bit too much front brake on and dropped the bike in himself. And I don't know how they get this number, but they reckon his bike was still going about 140 into the tyre wall at the end. So,
Geez, that would have
but
done some damage to it.
yeah, so I imagine, and that sort of ended the day for the bikes.
Yeah.
And then they because we got 4 runs on the Saturday, the cars got 2.5.
Yeah.
Mainly because the car had the incident.
Yeah.
But they said they want to, give the car guys a fair suck of the sav. And
Yeah.
I think it's actually ran by a car club, and they do have bike officials there, so representatives running the bike side of stuff. So
Yeah.
the car club guys run the car stuff, and the bike guys from Motorcycling Victoria run or from whichever club. I'm not actually sure which club runs it.
Yeah.
As I say, we were there on invite, and it was all sort of just go for a run and sign your name and go for a run, and it was really good. Yeah, but then unfortunately the heavens opened up and just pretty much finished it off.
Yeah.
We thought we might get another run. We only got the one run on Sunday. We thought we might get another one, so we stayed in our levers, and then once the big rain came through, we just went, that's it.
Yeah, bugger it.
So it was about 2 o'clock on Sunday, and it was my mum's actually 69th birthday, so happy birthday, mum. And we took her out for dinner, which was all planned on the Sunday night. So it's just been. So actually on Saturday, I went racing Saturday. I drove back to Ballarat, which is about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic. I actually had good runs both times. Drove back, went to work that night, came home, slept for about 5 hours, grabbed Catherine. We went back to the track. Sat around a lot that day. I'd like to say raced all day, but it was a lot of sitting around. I ate quite a few Dagwood dogs and coffees and burgers. And then, took mum out for dinner. And then it's been working morning, come home, have a little nap, do a little bit of KLAVR stuff, a little bit of Victorian flat track stuff, go back to the bus, then come home, run Willow around, and then go to the night job. So that's pretty much what it's been like since Gunnedah.
Nice.
So yeah, pretty full on. But some people might say, "Why are you doing that?" It's because the bus stops in Christmas, so I'm making as much cheddar as I can now to help us.
So is it
nice
continuing after Christmas, or that's it?
Yeah, just school holidays.
Oh,
So we don't get paid.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't get, because it's a school service. We don't get paid
Yeah.
during the holidays. So,
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So you just make the money while the sun shines, and at the moment it is, because it's harvest down here in Victoria as well. Well, most of Australia. So quite a few of the old boys, we've got an older population of drivers. Most of them still have family farms, so they go and help harvest their farms and stuff,
Yeah.
which it's good for a haddock driver like me, because it means I get all their shifts, and yeah, it's good.
Nice.
It's good, but busy. But anyway, yeah, on the bike stuff, as I said earlier, Victorian Flat Track is coming. I'm really excited, actually. I'm more excited than I've ever been about it. I know it's dragging a little bit, but we will get there, guys. And I am going to, without sounding desperate, I am going to ask for everyone that can make the dates, please put an effort in, because it will be make and break right from the start, like any new meetings or series. But we 100% want to give back to you guys as well. So I'll make it worth your while. I'm not sure how it's all going to happen yet, but I know we will make it worth your while, and it's going to be a good time. Some good old boys. So the tracks we've got coming on get good crowds. I'm going to be quite crowd focused, I really want to get the crowd into it. Some people in Victoria will know what I'm talking about. When I was injured, I was doing announcing, and we'd have lolly scramble, throw lollies for the kids and stuff like that. So get people. That's how I remember the races when I went to the races back home in New Zealand. They'd drive a ute around throwing lollies off the back. with some hot chicks on the back, and you'd be drooling. I'm not sure if it's over the lollies or the chicks. Probably a bit of both.
Are you gonna be the hot chick on the back of the ute?
I've got a wig and a push-up bra ready to go. So
Oh,
yeah, we'll be good.
I'll bring my ute. You might just have to hold on.
Yeah. No, so there's going to be there's a lot going on in my little pea brain at the moment. Going to release positions, so we're not going to be. We are going to use some volunteers, but we're going to be crew based. So the idea is to build a crew up that actually have a good feel for what I want and are doing it as a job rather than a volunteer. So that's one aspect. So we'll be getting a situated flag crew and secretary and clerks and that sort of stuff. Probably going to have to double up and share it out that way because I know not everyone will be able to make dates and things happen, but hopefully, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot to get done, but yeah, that will be a big part of it. So I hope that's going to help make things seem a lot more professional and stable right from the get-go. I want to have a camera there. I'm not sure in what context and how that's going to happen yet. Whether it's live streaming or just some sort of production afterwards. That's all got to happen as well. Yeah, the rules package is written up. I've just got to make a couple alterations. So as you would have heard on the Gunnedah recap, that RSA is pretty much folded. So they can run they're running till February at the moment, as far as I know. But I decided not to put you guys through joining up, that affiliation, and then it's not there. You only get one or two meetings or practice day or something like that. That's not very fair. So anyway, I looked for alternatives and I found one. So we'll be nothing signed yet, but I'm 100% certain that's the direction I'm going to go. I've been doing my homework in between shifts and stuff. I hate reading on my phone, but I pulled these out, so that's my reading glasses, if you can see that. So I'm doing my homework and it's looking pretty good. So I think it's definitely going to happen next year. Well, I know it's definitely going to happen next year, but there's a shitload to do, and it's a good thing the school holidays are coming up, so I can get it done. My oldest daughter Jade is helping me, so it's not just all me. And like I said, we'll build a bit of a crew. So if you're keen to help out, please reach out before, like as soon as you hear this. If you think you want to be part of it, reach out. You will be rewarded financially, one way or another. I've actually got those contracts already written up, so you can check them out. I can send that to you, and you can check it out. And if it's for you, good stuff. We'd love to have you on board as long as you're positive and keen to give it a go, and want to see Flat Track grow. A couple of things I will mention. It is a 19-inch and 17-inch base series sport, but we are definitely going to allow 21-18, 21-19, at least for the first 2 seasons, so people can come and try it. We've got a lot of dirt trackers down here, but not so many flat trackers. So the dirt trackers can keep their setup, but they need to use American type style tyre or as close to. So as long as it's not a real aggressive trials tyre or knobbly tyre, if it's something like I'm trying to think of some from my old
like a road trail.
My adventure riding days. Adventure bike style tyre. I'll probably go down to the local shop actually with my vernier and do some measurements as long as you haven't got a superior grip advantage, which all the racing tyres should, even if they're 2 mil shorter, should have superior grip to those road trail tyres, because the road trail tyres are road compound, so they're going to be hard.
Purpose,
But there could be a time on the clay circuit where that actually helps you. But this is all learned trial and error. But I'm excited. We're going to give it a crack anyway. I mean, that's all you can do in life. Give it a crack and see where it goes. I will tell you, there's a lot of Ballarat people that are excited that I have been talking to. Just about my whole crew at the bus depot is going to come. That's like 80 people. It's funny. I've fallen into like motorcycle rider heaven because they're all older, but they've all ridden motorbikes or still ride motorbikes. So we have 3 Indians and two Harleys on a daily basis in the car park.
Nice.
And these dudes are like 65 plus, so yeah, it's pretty cool. So they're all keen. The local AMX superstore, they're keen. We can advertise in their shop and that sort of stuff. So I think if you like riding in front of crowds, you're going to get one at Ballarat. The car club's I actually went. I don't know if you saw on my Facebook. I actually went to their last speedway event. It did get rained out. We only got to see 3 races. We got to see the juniors Piston Cup, which was kids racing in sedans, which was pretty good, and a sprint car race and another senior sedan race. Yeah, that was good. Sprint cars were really good. Crowd was good. There's probably 1,000 plus people, and about 4. I was going to say 6, but I think one of them was merchandise or something. 4 or 5 food vans. They do have a bar, but the bar was closed for some reason, so I have to ask them what the deal with that is. So a good vibe. So Ballarat does love motorsport, so you'll have a good crowd. So that's why I'm asking you to come and give it a crack, because I want to put a show on for them, and we're definitely crowd focused. Both these tracks. The reason I've asked these guys if we can use their tracks is because I know they will get a crowd if we, put some flyers up, do some post box drops, and get it on the radio. We'll have a crowd to play up to. Do some monos. If the numbers are down a bit, I'm coming up with some ideas like a mono competition, some limbo or something like that, and hopefully we can. So that's the other thing. If you're listening and you're a sponsor, I did have some people reach out earlier, which is fantastic, and they're probably going, why do you never contact us back? I said thanks, I think, at the time. But I'm not just wasn't organised or ready enough to say, this is what we need to cover and can you help us with this or whatever. But we're getting there. So thank you very much, and reach out if you would like to be a sponsor. If I can hit 10% of my fantasies, it's going to be fucking awesome. So all the things so Jade, my eldest daughter, who's helping me out, spent all of I drive her into town to drop her off to go to work because we're car sharing at the moment. And she spent all 25 minutes telling me to calm down and, start slowly. And I said, well, yeah, you just got to remember I've been thinking about this for like 4 years, 5 years. But she's quite right. We will be dipping our toe in a little bit, but from traveling around and watching the racing and being around the races, I think I've learned a lot, and hopefully we can. I don't believe in shortcuts, but hopefully we can avoid some of the things and provide some of the things that I think will help grow audience. And I think that's what our sport needs. I've always been about that. That's why I was commentating when I was injured. And funnily enough, people, you'd get the naysayers, most people loved it, and the proof of the pudding was that we had cars coming out of nowhere turning up on the hill that you never see at Broady, like just on a normal club day. And I think that's the thing. If they've got something to listen to or some sort of guidance and can understand what's going on and who's out on the track, then you will get people come and watch. But when there's no commentating and they're guessing, there's no atmosphere, There's
that's right.
Even if it's an awesome race, you go, "Oh, that was fucking good race. I wonder who that guy is." That's
right.
That's not gonna. I'm sorry if this is offending some people, but it's not going to attract fans to the sport, and that's what we need. That's what we need to lift it, because as we've said many times, especially on the earlier pods, is to get any sort of decent corporate backing. you need a good product, and that's what David's doing. He's building a great product, and hopefully he gets some even bigger backing that are happy to throw some money. But the idea is that I've always said I've wanted to see pay riders, and that's what I'm aiming for. So let's just put it that way without getting too carried away. So so look forward to that. Look forward to doing a full pot on that, and actually I'll run through the rules package with you, run through how we're planning on running it. There's a whole sign up system. It is with a different organisation. It's not going to be MA. So we'll go through that on the pod as well, how you join, how much it's going to cost, all that sort of stuff. And just do a big deep dive into it. And that way, the listeners and the riders that want to come, you should be pretty geared up. The app is pretty cool. It already has, so you won't be getting text messages like AFTN. It already has a text function in it. I hope it all works good because I'm talking about it. But so we'll be able to communicate to you that way on race day and before, similar. So it won't be too different from what you already have with MA and MV and South Australia, etc. Any of the MA sub-controlling bodies. So Tom's probably got a few dates that he wants to spit out before we sign off. Have you got them on you?
I
So
do.
there's the Tri Series. I think it was called Super Track Series, which is a pretty cool name actually. I was a bit envious of that.
Yeah, I didn't have that first, but give me 2 seconds and I'll find the information out on that.
So that's all in New South Wales.
The Tamworth in New South Wales.
Yep.
Townsville's in Queensland, just so your geography rule.
Yeah. Oh, it's one round in Townsville, is it?
No, you said Townsville, you Wally.
Oh fuck. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Apologies.
Right.
I think I did that last time too.
So Tamworth Motorcycle Club is running a 3-round Super Track Series on the 11th and 12th of April. It'll be at Quirindi. I'm pretty sure that's going to be in cahoots in Quirindi Long Track. The 9th and 10th of May is going to be at Oakburn Speedway, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be in cahoots with the New South Wales track titles next year, which Tamworth have. And then a round 3, which is on the 5th and 6th of September. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a club day in conjunction of the last round of the series. So it's pretty cool that Tamworth's putting all that together. And I can't wait to get back to Quirindi and Oakburn Park as well. That should be fantastic. So that's what Tamworth's put up at the moment now. A few clubs have flirted with a few dates and things that they are doing, but nothing's solid as just yet. But New South Wales has released their track, flat track, and dirt track championships. So the New South Wales Track Championships, like I just said, May 9th and 10th at 9th and 10th, Tamworth Motorcycle Club, Oakburn Park. New South Wales Junior Track Championship is August 15th and 16th at Canberra with ACT Motorcycle Club. New South Wales Dirt Track Championships is July 4th and 5th at Griffith Motorcycle Club. That should be a fantastic event. I do believe it's junior and senior. It's just saying New South Wales Track Championships. I believe that one is junior and senior. New South Wales Classic and Post Classic Championships, which I believe it's dirt track. August 1st and 2nd at City of Penrith Motorcycle Club at Nepean Raceway. They are Kempsey Macleay District Motorcycle Club is holding the 2025 New South Wales Flat Track Championships, and it will be in April next year, 18th and 19th. So they're going to run that then, which is this year's titles next year. And then
that was postponed, yeah.
Yeah, it's postponed, yep. And then the 26th New South Wales Flat Track Championships is going to be the 17th and 18th of October at Gunnedah. Don't know how AFTN is going to go around that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, yeah.
So that's the dates that have been released at the moment now. I hope Lyndall will waves her magic once all the dates come out from other clubs and everything else in between. So we can all got a
and look, guys,
calendar again.
Yeah, I hope you get up to Kempsey and support that one too. I can't say I will until I know where my bike's at, but that would be a trip. I would pick Kempsey over Gunnedah because I know I can ride Kempsey better. But support all the races you can. Of course, we are seeing this conflict, like Tom said, has mentioned a lot of times on the pod, it gets pretty hard on the budget when you're trying to make lots of open meetings and when they're all close together and all that sort of thing as well. So hopefully it all pans out nicely. But yeah, really the main thing is you come and support the Victorian flat track.
I'll try my best. It might be a bit of a trek, but I'll try my best.
We might have to throw in a support sidecar class and get Tom down here.
Maybe might have to be a bit more than that.
A few $100 and
That's
new
it.
tyre.
There's green bendy things you've got in your wallet that have got moths all over it. Might have to come in handy.
What's that? My forklift ticket.
Yeah, that's your green card. Your green card so you can live in Australia.
I was thinking about something to say. Oh yes, one thing from the Geelong Revival that I really liked. We didn't actually do it because the schedule got all out of whack. Was a minute of noise for all that have passed away in our sport, cars and motorcycles, and fallen riders and drivers. And I thought that was pretty cool. Rather than a minute of silence, a minute of noise. So
everyone revving the absolute pizzling out of their bike.
Fuck! I wish it happened because it would have been monstrous. It would have been amazing. So
yeah, I like that. I like it.
Some of those cars. If you go on my personal Facebook page, you'll see. I don't actually know what it is. Shame on me. It's sort of like it's a purple hot rod. It's quite tall, but it's nitrous and it's got some sort of drag speed box in it. And that thing was amazing. Yeah, I'm not a car person, but that was even getting me excited. So yeah, that would have been awesome hearing them rev the tits off that. Well, we did multiple times. It was fantastic. Back to the bikes, so like I said, we should get another couple pods out, hopefully before Chrissy. They may not. We'll get them recorded. They may not be released. We'll see because it's creeping up. What are we now on the 3rd of December already? Hopefully we'll get them done though. Tom's gonna. I don't know what. Tom's got a pretty nice T-shirt on, which is cool to see. Yeah, if you want to buy some merch, we've got plenty of them. They're actually print on demand, so yeah, buy as many as you like. If you'd like to see a new design, shout out. I was actually thinking about designing one over Christmas. Try and change it up a bit. Let me know your thoughts. That'd be fantastic. As normal, let us know your thoughts, comments, what you'd like to see happen next year, what you don't want to see happen next year. Why you're not coming in racing 19s if you're not, all that, we'd love to hear it. So it gives us stuff to talk about. Classic Wheel Spokes and Otway Hydro Blasting are another sponsor of ours, and a huge shout out to them because that was their sidecars I was on in the weekend, or sidecar. They actually build them. They build up motors, they do hydroblasting and make things look new again. Tim's and Shell, they're very handy. They wheel build as well. So like our special orders, that's who makes them when we have special orders. They make them up. I give them the parts, they make them up. So reach out to them. You can find them on Facebook, Classic Wheels, Otway Hydro Blasting, lovely couple. He's got an amazing collection of bikes. I can't say on here how many because I truly don't know, but they're well over 1,000 in sheds all over Victoria and a lot in his own shed, and about 5 of them are mine. So what else? So that's the 2 sponsors I'll mention on this one. They do have our backs. My bike, Tim's fixes my bikes for me. And like I said, Rick's always supported us, Euroka Fencing. So yeah, give them a holler if you need any work done. I believe Tom's also searching for sponsors for their sidecar outfit next year. So if you'd like to throw the Grant and Tom some love, just inbox them, message them on Facebook. You're only, what is it? It's only 20 grand a head or something, isn't it?
No, it wouldn't be that much. Any help's better than none. Just to get us to the events and keep participating and hopefully keep winning. We're definitely on a roll at the moment now, and hopefully trying to take as much as we can by storm. But I'd like to say, as a ritual we do with every podcast, big massive shout out to Gary Rortman. He'd be sitting here tapping his feet, tapping his hands, waiting for him to get his name shout out because he'd be watching the podcast. So yeah, massive shout out to 193 Racing and their support of the pod and many other riders as well. He generously puts his hand in his pocket and throws a few bucks at a few riders as well. Like
he was good. They were going to be on my next one, but you've stolen the thunder now. But yeah, thanks, Gary. Gary lent me a
love
bike
you, Gary.
for Canada.
We love you.
Yeah, lent me a bike for Canada. His son Robbie hopped up and accepted my Albury Wodonga Club Championship 3rd place in the 19-inch class, which was awesome. If I can get hold of those results, we might read them out on the next one. Well done to everyone that participated in all the rounds and supported the Albury Club. They're a great club. Hopefully we see AFTN go back there next year. That'd be great. It was, I think, there in Griffith, the 2 new tracks shone very brightly. So
Sean did.
So it'll be interesting to see how the calendar unfolds. Support Kempsey because it is a great track, great club. I think I've mentioned it before. It's right in amongst the houses. It's quite a cool place to race, actually, on the side of the hill. But there's houses all around it, which in this day and age, not having people complain about a racetrack, is amazing. You need to go, mate.
Yeah, I've got the third phone call. Everyone's trying to kick the night work off, so I better get into it.
Well, that sounds good. So you guys know what to do. You got to flog that like button. You got to subscribe. You got to share. And we're not asking, we're telling. So until next time, go Flat Tracker.
Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker. Go, go, go.